I just finished Cary Grant's bio, so I wanted to do it because I love him so much. A lot to get through. His real name was Archibald Alexander Leach. He was born January 18th, 1904, and died November 29th, 1986 at 82. Died of a cerebral hemorrhage. He was married 5 times. His partner was Marie Donaldson, 1973 to 1977. One child named Jennifer Grant. He was named the second greatest male star of all time. He never won an Oscar or a Golden Globe, but in 1970 was given an honorary Oscar, the 42nd Academy Award by Frank Sinatra, for his unique mastery of the art of screen acting with the respect and affection of his colleagues. Cary never wanted to win an award because he was very emotional and very sensitive, so he was always afraid that he would get overly emotional, and he was embarrassed about that. And he won the award, and he was very emotional and he was very appreciative of it. And I believe this is the one where, and also there was another award thing he got. It was Mark Twain award, something honoring him, and Audrey was there, and just like all these people that he loved, and they promised him he wouldn't have to speak because he said he didn't want to do it because he was afraid he would start crying, and they said you don't have to speak, just show up and get the award and say thank you, and you don't have to say anything. And he was like, okay. So his mother suffered from depression after losing another child before him, who was put away, and he didn't know. He was 9, and he had come home from school, and his mom was gone, and he asked where she was, and her dad told him she was on a holiday, but it wasn't until he was 31 years old that he knew where she was. He didn't even know she was still alive until he was 31 years old. And then when he met her again, she wasn't very nice to him. His father abandoned him when he was 10. He got married again, had another baby, and he didn't want Cary around anymore, so he put him in the Fairfield Grammar School, which is like where kids would live, till they were 16, go to school and everything, but he got expelled because he joined the Bob Pender stage troupe, and he wouldn't go to school, so he got expelled. He stayed with the troupe till he was 16, and when he went to America, he stayed behind and they went back to the UK. But he was processed at Ellis Island on July 28, 1920. Cary didn't have the best of childhoods. His parents, obviously, they weren't fit to take care of him. And because of that, he always was afraid of having children. So he had his daughter late in life because he was still worried, for some reason, that he would turn out like his parents. I think in some weird way, he blamed himself for the way he was treated. Not Bob, what am I... I see Bob, and yes. Cary was a stilt walker, acrobat, juggler, and a mime in the stage troupe. His first lead was Blonde Venus, 1931. She done him wrong with Mae Russ. She saved Paramount Pictures from bankruptcy, and I heard they didn't get along, but him and Mae. The Awful Truth, 1937, established him as a great comedic actor. Had his own company called Canart, which he did Operation Petticoat and all the other movies of his. Walk Don't Run was his last feature film. First actor to go independent. He left the studios and had his own company, and he was the first one to do that. And It was really risky because not a lot of people did that, and he became the independent actor. You know, trying own production companies and everything was the beginning of that was what he started. Um, he retired at 62 when his daughter was born because he wanted to spend time with her. He put artifacts of hers in a safe in the house that they lived in because to preserve them. Because when he was a child in Bristol, his childhood artifacts were destroyed during the Luftwaffe's bombing of Bristol in World uh, II. It also claimed lives of his uncle, aunt, and cousin, as well as his cousin's husband and his cousin's grandson. So he wanted to preserve his daughter's memories in a safe location so that she wouldn't have to deal with that when she got older. He worked for a company that had a private plane that he would take to see his daughter when her mom was working. He would go down and see her. Second part coming up.